Hello everyone and welcome back to SportsZenify. So finally the day has come, the announcements have been made, the retentions and the release players list of all the 10 teams are out. So we have a panel of 6 members today with us, starting with we have Raj Bhai, then Aditya Bhai, then we have Pratik Bhai, Veer Bhai and finally Yashwant Bhai. So you can see all of them in different jerseys supporting their favorite teams. And yes, we'll obviously have discussions about how they felt about the retentions and releases of their own teams. And adding to that, we'll discuss about other teams as well. So, firstly, I would like to straight up ask Raj Bhai. Well, I cannot see his favorite jersey on, but one thing I would like to ask, which is the biggest surprise release that you have seen in the list?
Which team you're asking about?
No, in general, like which is the biggest surprise release that you have seen?
I mean, uh, there are a couple of names, especially if you ask me personally. One from especially from our series was Chikara, no doubt about it, because he was a talent like DK had told in the last season that he's one for the future, and they're trying to groom him up. That is one big name, and also the second big name, what I was actually expecting, but and also it has happened is Andre Russell. Because he is already been almost like 37th right now. Uh, went retained for a very big money, 18 crores, and getting him back, releasing him, and having going into the auction. I mean, mini auction with 64 crores is a huge, huge thing. And a couple of others, especially, I mean, not the releases, but if you ask me the trade, yes, one with Ravindra Jadeja going to the man who has been in Chennai jersey for almost like 16 years, and then uh, he felt that as a home as well. Coming in from Jadeja and going out as a Tarapati, it's not an easy job for any of the particular player to getting traded at that point of his career, because he has another 2 to 3 years of his career in his kitty. I'm not sure like what Rajasthan plans are at this point of time, but we just have to really wait. Uh, we need to really, really wait for the mini auction to come, and then like, or else just wait for the official confirmation from the Royals camp saying like why he was brought and all those stuff. So that's been one of the biggest shocking surprises what I have seen so far. And also apart from that, Arjun Tendulkar to talk about the trade with LSG because he was not getting enough options, especially in Mumbai Indians. And going there, Lucknow definitely wanted certain people out there as a fast bowler, and he also brings in that left arm and also can bat at number 7. So he's one such kind of a talent as well. And going to Hyderabad, Abhinav Manohar. I mean, he was a guy who has been doing a lot of things for the Hyderabad, but not getting quite an option. And I'm sure it's not a surprise, but it's one of the names that Hyderabad would be looking into the future. I'm sure they might actually go back into the auction and buy him back because his domestic season was also not up to the mark. But yes, that is one of such names. What I see is a little bit of shocking for me.
Yes, so that is quite a good summary that Raj Bhai gave us about how the overall auction pretty. I mean how the overall retention lists of all the teams and some of the surprises that we saw. Among the list that was announced by the teams. So straight up, I'll first start off with CSK. So yes, we you are there as a CSK fan. So, what are your views about the retentions that CSK have made and the releases? And obviously, the big name out there is Ravindra Jadeja, who's been traded to Rajasthan Royals.
See, obviously, first I'd like to talk about the releases. So, with in regard to Pathirana, he's one player who's obviously had a dip in form, and we had to find a certain amount of money, and we had to see what was best for our team and what we could go forward with it. Because Pathirana, he's been absolutely has had a dip in form, and really needs to get back to his uh, get back to his good form, and trying to. I'm out of words to describe him, but for Ravinder Jadeja, I'd like to say that it is a necessary trade because we had to find. we had to think of a future beyond MS Dhoni, and we have Ravindra Jadeja, because we cannot be called the dad's army anymore. We have to think forward for the future, because sooner or later Ravindra Jadeja and MS Dhoni will soon retire. So it is best that Ravindra Jadeja goes to another team, the original team that he was bought to. And in regards to Sanju Samson, it is a very good thing that he has come to CSK. He'll adapt to the conditions pretty well, and he'll adapt to the team dynamics. And this has been clear with CSK that they've always been interested in Sanju Samson for a very, very long time, which has made it clear that they are also thinking about the future. And talking about the releases, Devon Conway is a name that has come to my mind. He's been there with the franchise for 3 years. He's done pretty well, but although he has had a dip in form recently, including Rachin Ravindra, these two players who CSK actually fought for in the mega auction actually did not play a
That was actually
right.
pretty clear that was actually pretty clear in the last season, saying like when he was not getting the enough options, that was up straight up front that he is not going to be retained.
That is very true. I agree. But yes, Devon Conway and Rachin Ravindra are the ones who actually genuinely deserve to be released, in my opinion. And then talking about Pathirana, he is that one person who is genuinely, he's had a dip in form. His actions now not giving him that extra pace that he usually had before. And I felt like even if we got 13, 14 CR from him, we could do better in the auction upcoming forward. So that is what my opinion is about CSK's releases as of now.
Well, I think
CSK has
rightly
to
put.
target four.
Yes, yes, Rajbhai,
Yeah,
yes.
CSK has to go in for four overseas slots out of their total nine slots. So I'm sure one big name in the middle order will be from CSK. And what Major kept the thinking, been thinking is to go bang bang at number five or number six, and overseas all rounder is what I'm expecting right now from CSK.
Maybe a different combination where CSK also needs to rebuild the spin attack, because the Ashwin has retired and Jadeja also too has gone. So maybe they can get an overseas spinner or someone who can replace Jadeja via bowling options. There are different options that have come to my mind through domestic circuit, which are genuine. There is Akash versus, he's done pretty well. His performance in Ranji is also pretty good, and rest we need to figure out our six and seven, number six and number seven slots, because obviously our top five is there with Sanju, Brevis, Gaikwad, Matre. So we need to figure out who can bat in number six and seven. So then at the end, Dhoni can come in if he'd like to, if he, come in and snack a few sixes to at the end of the overs.
I'll tell you something as well. They already have Noor Ahmed, okay, who has been a trump card for them in the last season, and still they will persist with him. I'm sure about it. Next is Shreyas Gopal. He is in a brilliant form at this domestic tenure right now. He's performing amazingly, and he's also having runs as well in the Maharaja Trophy. So I'm sure Shreyas Gopal will get a sure shot in the CSK squad, no matter what. Even if they release him as well, he will play in the playing 11 for Chennai Super Kings this time.
I really hope so too, because he was also one name that I genuinely found out after the mega auction that happened last year.
Well, quite some, firstly, very well put down by Veer about CSK, and then we obviously had some debates. That is what, brings out the cricket fans in us, because we have different opinions, and, opinions are always subjective. But again, very rightly put that from a future perspective, I think bringing in Samson was a great move, because once Dhoni leaves, obviously they would completely need that poster boy who would act as a local boy for them. And yes, Samson was kind of a right choice at this point in time, is what I feel, with Ruturaj Gaikwad also being there in support for them. Yes, Pratik bhai, you wanted to tell something.
I just wanted to say that CSK has totally, I mean, they have revamped their bowling attack. My Matisha Patirana was totally a surprise for me. I thought they would retain him and build the bowling core around him. But the bowling, as Veer mentioned, Ashwin has gone, Ravindra Jadeja has gone. They need some experience in spin, at least some backup. As Rajbhai also mentioned that Suresh Gopal is doing well, and even Noor Ahmed is in brilliant form, but they will need some backup. And in pace attack, it now depends on Jamie Overton, Nathan Ellis, and Anshul Kamboj. So there is seriously need of some experience. They do
By
have the purse
you
for it.
forgot Khalil Ahmad. You forgot Khalil Ahmad. You forgot Nitish Chowdhury. They are very good. Don't underestimate them. Okay. Last year,
No, I'm
if somebody could have been pulling off CSK, it's only these two. Khalil Ahmad with his left arm action, he gets in a ball brilliantly both in and out.
but Khalil Ahmed and Shul Kamboj, I would say more of a power play kind of. I mean, their strength is more in power play kind of, but death bowling, you will definitely miss Pathirana. They must go for
By
him again.
you have
Death
you
bowling
have
was issue in CSK as well, by. That's why.
you have Nathan Ellis
Massive.
amazingly playing in Aussie right now, and you also have Gurjanpreet Singh. Don't forget about him. He is also an amazing
They
talent.
are, they are not playing five pacers. So it will be on CSK to play whoever they want. But just I wanted to say that I genuinely feel there is a bit of lack of experience in the pace bowling lineup. Definitely, it is there.
Maybe there might be a chance where after seeing Ellis's form, CSK has decided to keep Ellis in and they wanted to build a core with him along with Khalil Ahmed and Anshul Kamboj. If they can give good attack on special pitches, then I think this combination for CSK might work out. Although they don't need one special pacer, in my opinion.
Yes, well, again, if we look at, that list, what we can pretty much see is that someone that they trusted a lot and they invested a lot in, obviously Rachin Ravindra being there, Devon Conway, all of them have been released, and this is not something that, at from a CSK culture perspective, that we have seen over the years. But again, they are looking for a complete revamp. They got some very good additions, towards the second half of the tournament, with the likes of Brevis coming in, Urvil Patel coming in. So yes, again, it will be very much good to see in the auction as to whom would CSK target going forward. Next up, we'll come to Delhi Capitals, and from now I will see Aditya Bhai to just give us an overview of the Delhi team, and that
To be
who what do you think about the releases they have made, and what are the areas they'll focus on heading into the auction?
Actually, Delhi is such a team. They are having everyone, but they don't know where to put and when they need to make them play. That's the only question. The releases, if you can see, Faf done brilliantly, some brilliant job in the last season, but maybe the age concerns might be one of the factor to release him, as well as McGregor also played well previous season, but this season he didn't perform up to the mark, so that's the reason why they might be releasing him. So remaining and all are a bit a lack of experience except Mohit Sharma. Mohit Sharma do bowl pretty well for Gujarat, but not that impactful for Delhi. So they made quite economical releases in this season, I guess. They're having 21 crores left in the purse with 8 slots left and 5 overseas batsmen or bowlers they can even target. So they have been a good strategy. They used a bit good strategies to this time. So that would be a good one, I feel, and I guess.
Yes, again, so one of the surprise releases, obviously, I would see there is with the likes of Faf Duplessis, because when they got him in, they made it pretty much clear that, they're looking at the leadership role. I mean, they're looking at, a probable person who can contribute to their leadership roles out there, who could help out Akshar Patel, with obviously KL Rahul also being in there. So, in that leadership core group of Delhi Capitals, so what do you think the move of releasing Faf Duplessis? Were you a bit surprised, or was it something that was very much expected out there?
No, no, that's a bit surprised. Why? In Chennai, he has played beautifully. Like Faf has done a brilliant job as well as in RCB as well. In overseas conditions as well, he has done quite impressive job for CSK. as well. But I don't know why these guys want to release someone who's been experienced, who's a team member, and all. Instead of Faf, who you can think like who can replace Faf to place his experience as well as his batting style and all. I guess no one can even replace him, but we don't know what Delhi is thinking as well.
I think Aditya, you're forgetting his ability on the field. He's so athletic,
Yes,
so
fielding.
determined, so fit as well. Okay, so wherever, in whichever the position you ask him, he will be there. And 2 crores would have not costed so much for Delhi Capitals. And if you ask me, he is a man who has to be retained at least like another couple of years because he told after this like I'm looking at a couple of more seasons and then like I just wanted to retire from here. So Delhi might have taken a chance on him, is what I personally feel. It's not because of the connection or the relationship what he had with the other franchisee, because he actually deserves to be uh, what retained or something like that. Because if you build a core behind him, the batting, it might be the fielding, whatever it is. Like he has an experience playing in the what in the international matches as well. So that actually might help other youngsters in the team if you have just retained Faf to pieces. Or else, like, you can also tell him, like, okay, Faf, you might release you here, come back to us as a batting coach or something like that, and then build a core among us. You be with us for another couple of seasons. So we might not sure what might be the thinking behind it. And what I'm exactly expecting right now is from them is that like Nitish Rana coming into the picture, KL Rahul opening, and also Abhishek Parol is also there to open for them. So having these two and having Nitish Rana at number three, that actually gives them a exact picture. And Akshay coming at number four, that sums it up everything. And even they have a backup of Karun Nair as well in their lineup, so they can float him around whenever they want and whenever whatever the situations might have, be the things. So you can use like Asutosh Sharma coming in the later part of the innings. You have Vipraj Nigam there. So somewhere I feel it is bit logical. They have calculated their cost and everything properly, and also having and many of us actually expected T Natarajan to be released, but he was held out there with the Delhi Capitals. No, he has not played so much of competitive cricket, but T Natarajan can get a lot and lot of things, especially to any particular T20 side, no matter what day it is.
Like another surprising move is that they retained Karun Nair. Like having many
Yes.
speculations in the international cricket and all, he might get released and all. They have shown some faith towards Karun Nair. That's an appreciable move, but we don't know how he is going to perform. Like if he's going to perform extraordinary or something well in the next season, he might be retained for another 2 3 years. As well as Mitchell Stark, though he went a bit expensive. These guys never want to leave Mitchell Stark as he's having a good bowling experience and he can swing the ball in both ways. So that's a good tactical move.
Yes, just to add on to what Rajbhai said, after when their coach Hemang Badani was announcing the retention list, he made it very clear that someone with the caliber of T Natarajan, they were very keen on retaining. He and that he mentioned that previous season he wasn't fully fit and they didn't want to risk him at all. With this season, while they have been monitoring his progress and his fitness, they are very happy that he's back fully fit. He's been selected in Tamil Nadu side for Shahid Mustaq Ali also. So yes, hoping to see a lot more from T Natarajan after he's made a move from Sunrisers. And yes, Pratik Bhai, you wanted to tell something. Yes.
Yes, I was bit surprised about the trade between Rajasthan Royals and DC, which was Nitish Rana and Donovan Ferreira.
Yes,
I guess
yes.
it is good for
Yes.
both the teams and also bad, I would say. But let's see how it works out. But Donovan Ferreira, in terms of global cricket right now in MLC, in SA20, in 100, he has been the one of the best finishers in the world right now with the highest strike rate and death overs. He's been hitting long and long sixes. So definitely DC would be missing this as a very big gap in the middle order, as they already have top order players like KL Rahul, Karun Nair, and even Nitish Rana as well as number three. But in the death, Ashutosh Sharma must be needing a supportive partner in terms of finishing the crucial games. Last season, Vipraj Nigam was doing alongside with Ashutosh, but this season they don't have the likes of Donovan Ferreira and other guys as well. So I feel that this trade was really surprising to me, but really happy for Nitish Rana as well, as he's back to his domestic home, Delhi, where he plays, and he knows the conditions very well. So let's see how this trade also works out.
Yes, very surprising move as to when the
Don't
trade was
forget the
announced. Yes, Rajma, yes.
don't don't forget the history of Nitish Rana and
Yes.
And one more thing, this retention has a they have also released Jake Fraser McGurk. We all know that he's been in a rough patch of his career, very rough form recently. But the trend IPL is following from 2024 is having explosive openers. It will definitely open the doors for other teams because DC has used a RTM card on him, but this season they have released him. So might be other teams who are looking for that explosive opener. It can turn their teams in the table.
Yes, not good returns from JFM, so that led to the release. And now moving on from Delhi Capitals, will straight up come to Pratik Bhai. He's wearing the Mumbai jersey, but we'll talk about their neighbors, that is Gujarat Titans. Yes, Pratik Bhai, an overview
no, wait,
of Gujarat
wait, wait,
Titans
wait.
will slowly
I
come to
want
all the
S1 to
teams.
speak. S1 is silently listening. He has
Bro,
not
I'll
spoken
come
a
to
word
Yashwant
till.
for his team because
No,
Founder
I
of
it was the
want,
next
FCC.
I
team
want
we.
it. No, no, it's not about the neighbors. It's about the diagonal post from Kolkata to Gujarat.
Yes, whoever willing to take the stage, Pratik Bhai or Yashwant Bhai, whoever wants to speak up for Gujarat Titans.
Actually, GT was doing pretty well in the last season as well. Their top three was almost like a wall. I mean, in almost 95% of the matches, at least one player from top three was playing till the last over. Very few times we have seen Rahul Tevatia and Shah Rukh Khan finishing the game, but literally 15 to 16 overs, top three would have carried the team and build that momentum so that they finish it well. So we felt a little bit, I mean, less exposure for the finishers like Shah Rukh Khan. But this season, they have lost Sherfane Rutherford in the trade with MI. So definitely they would need a batter, solid batter in that middle order. So they can't all the time depend on the top three: Shubman Gill, Josh Butler, and Sai Sudarshan.
भाई
And
आपके पास
yeah,
ग्लेन फिलिप्स है, वॉशिंगटन सुंदर
Yes.
है.
यस वॉशिंगटन सुंदर बहुत अच्छा खेले हैं भाई. ग्लेन फिलिप्स भी बहुत अच्छा. लास्ट सीजन ग्लेन फिलिप्स को उन्होंने एक भी मैच नहीं खिलाया. नॉट इवन दसुन शनकादु
How?
का भी नहीं खिलाया.
वो बीच
जीटी एक
में
ऐसा
बेचारे
टीम है
इंजर
जो
हो गए एज अ
एक बार
रिप्लेसमेंट फील्डर
अपना
आए बट बेचारे इंजर हो गए वो खुद.
यस यस ग्लेन फिलिप्स इंजर्ड हुए थे. उनका फील्डिंग तो बहुत ही सही है ये सीजन. अगर खेलते हैं तो अच्छा है. जीटी एक ऐसा टीम है जो अपना एक बार सेट हो गया टीम उनका तो वो उसके साथ ही कैरी करते हैं. वी हैव सीन लास्ट सीजन आशीष नेहरा वो बिल्ट द पेस बैटरी लाइक्स ऑफ ईशांत शर्मा, प्रसिद्ध कृष्णा, जेराल्ड कोटजिया, कगिसो रबाडा. मतलब इतना पावरफुल पेस अटैक आई डोंट थिंक सो किसी टीम का था. बट Gerald Coetzee this season they have they have left him. So it was also a surprising move for me him, and I think it was because of his injury concerns, because he has been a great match winner for them as well.
आपने एक पॉइंट सही बोला कि मतलब फास्ट बॉलिंग वाज प्रिटी गुड फ्रॉम देयर साइड. अगर रबाडा का जो भी इशू था अगर वो नहीं होता है एंड अगर वो अवेलेबल होते आई थिंक जीटी का प्रिटी मच श्योर था कि वो टॉप 1 और 2 में टेबल में तो फिनिश करते. समवेयर एक उनका पिछली बार जो इशू था टॉप 3 के बाद एज सच कोई प्रॉपरली उनको फायर नहीं किया. रुदरफोर्ड थोड़े ऑन एंड ऑफ में रहे. उसके बाद शाहरुख खान भी उतने सही से नहीं चल पाए. 1-2 मैच चला. राहुल टेवाटिया पे बहुत उन्होंने वो एक ट्रस्ट जताया था बट देन वो भी उतना रिपे नहीं हो पाया उनकी तरफ से. बट यस शर्फेन रुदरफोर्ड जो थोड़ा ऑन और ऑफ रहे उनका तो ट्रेड हुआ है यहाँ से. सो यस अभी मूविंग ऑन वील स्टेट अप कम टू यशवंत भाई फॉर के आर. ओ यस.
Yes, I have a question.
Yeah, I will first talk about GT.
Yes, yes.
So they don't have much work to do in this auction, literally. They might have 13 crores purse, but they need to only focus on backups for overseas. Their four overseas are already sorted: Butler, Glenn Phillips, Rashid Khan, and Rabada. and even their playing 11 is utter. Just they need four overseas backups. That's it. Even they are in the situation like Mumbai Indians. Yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about Gujarat.
Now
So
about
next,
your
coming to
team,
big team,
KKR.
who will be
Mm,
coming to that team where
which
busiest
which
team.
which backup you'll be looking after Ishwan for Gujarat Titans? What
That I
kind
have
of
to see the
backups you'll be
list.
looking? Because you don't
Yeah,
have
for
Karim Jennings.
everyone.
Okay, Rutherford, you can play Glenn Phillips. Okay, so for his backup also you have Shah Rukh Khan. Okay, you have Rahul Tewatia as well.
It's a pretty wild guess, but I am thinking Russell to Gujarat Titans.
Oh,
Hey, no, I just wanted to look at his expression. अरे रसल मिसेरस पे भी जा सकते हैं भाई. You can't say anything
yes.
because he is
He can
explosive.
also go
We
to
know he
DC.
can smash the ball. Huh?
Delhi Capitals need a
Sorry,
finisher too.
but Delhi
Delhi
Capitals
Capitals need a
won't be like,
finisher too. Yeah.
yeah, they need a finisher, but they already have what to say, lots of people. So Vipraj Nigam they have Ashutosh Sharma they have Akshar Patel can also bat deep. Okay,
Don't know.
what was your
Stubbs as well. Stubbs as well.
yeah Stubbs
Stubbs,
is also
yes.
there. Mhm.
Only Stubbs and Ashutosh I can see as a finishers.
That's more than enough,
Other
no?
than that, they're like, no, no, no,
So
not
you
enough.
don't want to that means to say you don't
Not
want to leave Russell right now from KKR.
I am saying they are not enough. Rajal can go to DC, I am telling.
Ah, okay,
Whatever.
okay.
Okay, so now finally we have the room to talk
Hmm.
about KKR, the busiest team as mentioned by Yashwant Bhai, with the largest purse of 63 crores in a mini auction, 64 crores to be precise, 64.3. So busiest team, yes, Yashwant Bhai, about your team, what they are looking forward to in this mini auction.
They need to fill a lot of places, especially what they have left, they have to buy back. And if they come early, both Rajal and Venkatesh Iyer, it is good for KKR so that they can spend pretty well for other players also. If the
Another
Rajal and
40
Venkatesh
crores.
Iyer comes late, yeah,
Another
if they
40
come late,
crores.
don't interrupt.
Hey, have you have you budgeted the things or what? Huh?
No, no, I will get confused.
Hmm.
Yes, yes, Yashwant Bhai, you can continue. You're talking about Venkatesh Iyer and Andre Russell.
Yeah, they can buy back them both, but at a pretty less price. But they have to also get a wicket keeper, and Punjab Kings have dropped Josh English, and even they have, if they want a captain choice, they can go for Faf two places. They need one pace bowler. They have Umran Malik. If he is not fit, then they have to get another backup for him. So core looks good. They need to buy back what they have dropped. That's it.
So I think that was also pretty much their strategy in mega auction also that they were
Yes.
trying, but somewhere that one heavy investment costed them a bit more on some of their players that they wanted to get in the previous auction. And yes, you were adding on to something else as well.
Yes, in the last year, if you see their team, everyone has played IPL previously also, except Lavneet Sisodia. So they all were experienced in IPL. So this was kind of expected to release all of them. And with the money after Venkatesh, they bought Venkatesh Air, it was very less. So they had good luck to finish the squad with those money. And yeah, they played even decently, I can say. And yeah, this was expected, a lot of releases. But Andre Rajal, yeah, he was taking up a lot of money, 18 crores. So yeah, they can buy back as he is in the last time of his cricketing career, and his form has dipped. Many people are saying his form has dipped, but he didn't get much chance in Trinbago Knight Riders. So he still can score with that impact of the higher strike rate. And coming to bowling, he has a pretty good wicket strike rate in Eden Gardens. He might have a economy rate of 11 or 12 in Eden Gardens, but every over he gets a wicket there. So that's more important to get him back.
Yes, and one more
Actually,
area which I could see from the squad that they have to focus on is the fast bowling. 2024 they had Stark. Last season they tried Norkia, they tried Spencer Johnson, but couldn't quite work out. So that is one area they obviously have to focus on. Yes, Pratik, you were adding on to something.
no, I was just saying that KKR had less purse amount remaining in mega auction than this mini auction.
That's what life teaches you. When you're wrongly investing in something, it will come back to you haunting.
Yes, Veer, you
It's
want
good.
to add on a point.
I have a bold prediction for KKR. In since they're in need of a pacer, either Shamar Joseph or Akash Deep might one of them KKR will look to target for the from the mini auction as they're released by Lucknow. So if they need Shamar Joseph, he's proved himself, and Akash Deep, he too has proved himself. So maybe these two players are the ones that KKR can target if they're in dire need of a pacer.
Yes, I think Akashdeep also brings in that local connect as well. He is from, and Eden Gardens is his home ground as well. Yes, I'm sorry, Pratik bhai. I'm always interrupting you. Go on to tell something. Yes, yes, you can tell.
Nothing, nothing.
अरे
You
बोलो
can
बोलो
carry.
कुछ नहीं होता बोलो.
केकेआर मतलब लास्ट टाइम जो उन्होंने फंबल किया था पूरा ऑक्शन में, जैसे सागर भाई भी बताए कि एक बाई के पीछे उन्होंने बाकी उनका ऑप्शन स्ट्रेटेजी पूरा चेंज कर दिया. दिस सीजन इट्स गुड दैट दे आर करेक्टिंग देयर मिस्टेक्स बाय not paying too much to certain players. They will get them back cheaply as well, likes of Andre Russell, even Venkatesh Iyer as he mentioned. But it will
By
be tough to
look at
expect
the
the same
destiny.
kind. Yes, go ahead.
Look at the destiny. जिसके पास बहुत बड़ा पर्स है ना वो ऊपर नीचे बैठा है.
मैं सबसे लास्ट बैठना चाहिए था.
हाँ it's okay.
but but we were expecting some. I mean, other teams also should release some players. That KKR might be missing wicket keeper, as they should have retained Quinton de Kock as well. But I think they will get him back as their main keeper batter, because he opens as well and he has experience in keeping. So it will be a great investment. He has come back from retirement as well, so will be connected with cricket, and I feel that they will get him back.
भाई आप ये भूल गए. आदित्य was giving a very good idea for an opening slot for KKR. Harshit Rana and Sunil Narine. Try it.
What's wrong, bro? He performed pretty beautifully against the mighty Aussies. He scored a sixer, 3 fours, 35 runs. Just think, just like Sunil Narayan, he's going to show his capability
Just
in the combat.
imagine power play में you will get more than 100 runs. Just explosive as Sunrisers Hyderabad.
Yes, bhai.
It should be
What
against
are you
RCB.
thinking?
Really, really interesting to watch.
Yes, bhai. What do you think by the opening combination of JFM and Sunil Narayan? Will it give that vibes of
Yes,
Chris
it.
Lane and Sunil Narayan?
Oh,
Mm, that will be a nightmare for a previous RCB team. But yeah, coming to the other things like they have brought in Shane Watson as they have brought in Shane Watson and Tim Southey. And I was thinking Shane Watson was the head coach of San Francisco Unicorns. They had Tim Seifert and Finn Allen, so they might also try for them. And Tim Southey is bowling coach for England, so they might get some bowlers from England, and they might also look for Matt Henry. And Patirana has come back into action, so they might also go for him as a death bowler.
CSK will not leave Patirana.
No, I for me, I think even if Fatirana comes early, then he can definitely go for him with the amount of money that we have. But if he comes late, then I'm not sure what CSK would do at that point. Hopefully, a
He will
better
be
place.
he will be in the prime bowlers list only. बाकी टीम के पास उतना पैसा नहीं है भाई. ऊपर नीचे आप दोनों बैठा है ना, आपके पास ही पैसा है. 40 करोड़ आपके पास है, 60 करोड़ के ऊपर यशवंत के पास है.
SRH is also having 25 CR. They too might
अरे
look for someone.
वो लोग कॉम्पिटिट देख, उन लोग का कितना, उन लोग का ओवर्सीज कितना चाहिए भाई? टेल मी.
If
How many
if
how
I am
many
not
Sunrisers read overseas? Only two. That's all.
overs,
Let me.
hmm,
Only two overseas they required. Not more than that.
hmm,
हाँ, अगर 25
They
करोड़ में
already have
20 करोड़ में
Ishan Malik.
हाँ.
hmm.
So in the 25 crores, even if they invest like what, 20 crores on this guy, who?
Cameron.
Cameron Green. Okay. And another 5 crores, they buy all the players in 30 lakhs. Okay, game over.
What
Okay.
is what is
So
strategy?
Patirana will be a battle between KKR and CSK only.
CSK, yes.
Hey, you're doing Namaste. You should not do.
Hey, I'm praying.
Well,
Hard to understand Gen Z kids.
so moving on forward from here, once so we had a very good discussion about KKR, the team with the highest purse. And yes, they will be very much busy. We'll see a lot of paddles going on from the KKR camp for the players. Moving on, we'll come to Lucknow Super Giants. And I will come to Veer because Lucknow is his neighbor as well. He's sitting in Delhi and Lucknow is his neighbor. So, yes, they made a very good trade in the form of Mohammad Shami. And as we can see in their team, they have pretty much heavily invested on Indian bowling, and that is what they are forming their core. They obviously one of their big releases is David Miller and Ravi Bishnoi. Ravi Bishnoi, who was associated with them from 2022. After that, this is the first time he's coming out of the team. So yes, Veer, what are your views about LSG?
So LSG, as of now, they've got a pretty fine team overall because they've gotten Mohammad Shami in as a replacement for Shardul Thakur, and they've also gotten Arjun Tendulkar. He's a very interesting trade in my opinion because he will for the first time he will, because LSG has this trait of using Indian pacers mainly, as we've seen in the previous few seasons that LSG has utilized Indian pacers a lot. That is where maybe if Arjun Tendulkar can get a chance, he will definitely shine for sure. And this is a great moment for his career as well, that he'll be actually not getting benched and maybe trying to get somehow 7 to 8 matches in the entire season at least. Otherwise, the release of David Miller, maybe they do need one overseas finisher apart from Puran and Mitchell Marsh. They do need someone to replace no, David Miller. Shamar Joseph, he can also, one overseas player can do, one overseas pacer, someone for base price or so can do the job for them. Akashdeep, they can buy they can buy an Indian pacer, maybe Simarjit Singh from SRH who's been released recently. They can get him as well. That's an interest. That's my opinion on what they can do. Otherwise, their squad looks balanced, and for Ravi Bishnoi, they can maybe try to buy him back for a cheaper price. But let's see how the auction dynamics go. As for Lucknow, overall the team looks balanced.
Ravi Bishnoi, I doubt because it's hard to get a chance for him in LSE. So that's the reason why. And you look at the thing, Shabas Ahmad they have retained, but not Ravi Bishnoi. Because Shabas Ahmad
Hmm.
in the lower middle order, he can actually bat as well.
Hmm.
And one thing that didn't favor in Bishnoi's, Bishnoi not being retained is the coming of Digvesh Rathi. Keeping his attitude aside, but his performance in his debut season was top class, and I think that is where Ravi Bishnoi probably fell a bit short of getting retained for Lucknow Super Giants, a franchise he's been associated, and he's done very well. And I'm pretty sure many teams have eyes on him because there are quite a lot of teams who are in need of spinner, especially a leg spinner to strengthen their bowling attack. And obviously, yes, Lucknow previous season we know pretty much of their heavy batting load was done by the top order, that is in the form of Aiden Markram and Mitchell Marsh. So that is what they would also be hoping, and probably to get a good finisher there who could finish well. Abdul Samad did the job. And yes, probably an overseas finisher is something that they would obviously eye at and back up overseas players as well for the respective spots. Now we will move on to Pratik Bhai for Mumbai Indians. ट्रेड की दुनिया हिला दी सो दैट ऑक्शन में आराम से बैठ सके, थोड़ा चाय पानी कर सके. बताओ आपके टीम के बारे में क्या लगता है आपको?
क्या
भाई
है, क्या
ऑक्शन में जो
बताएगा बस?
टेबल रहेगा सिर्फ खाना रहेगा हमारे टेबल पे, कोई लैपटॉप वगैरह कुछ नहीं रहेगा. इधर एक खाने का प्लेट प्लेट सब रहेगा. आराम से उधर बेड चल रहा है. हम खाएंगे आराम से, चिल करेंगे क्योंकि वो पिकनिक होने वाला है. 2 करोड़,
देख,
टू
ऐसा
करोड़
ऐसा ऐसा खाली बैठेगा,
यस यस, ऐसा खाली
ऐसा खाली
बैठेगा.
बैठेगा.
कोई कुछ टेंशन नहीं है उनको. उन्होंने जो जो कमी था कि एक फिनिशर चाहिए था उनको, स्पिन में एक बैकअप चाहिए था, पेस बॉलिंग में एक बैकअप चाहिए था, रिटेंशन से पहले उन्होंने ट्रेड करके ले लिया भाई. उनके पास मतलब इफ यू गो टू ऑक्शन, यू यू डोंट हैव, आई मीन आपके पास गारंटी नहीं होता कि आपने जो प्लान बनाया है वो सक्सेसफुल होगा, उतने ही प्राइस में होगा या कुछ और होगा. बट ट्रेड्स कैसा, यू आर हैविंग अ श्योरिटी कि आपने ये प्राइस डिसाइड किया है, वो प्राइस में आपने पहले ही प्लेयर ले लिया. इवन अगर शार्दुल ठाकुर भी जाते ऑक्शन में तो उनका प्राइस शायद 4 या 5 करोड़ भी जा सकता था उसमें. बट उन्होंने उससे पहले ही ट्रेड करके, जैसे आपने बोला कि दुनिया हिला दी भाई. पूरा टीम सेट है, कुछ करने नहीं वाले, बस आराम करने वाले हैं, पिकनिक मनाने वाले हैं. और हम एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे कि काफी बड़े नाम्स भी रिलीज हो सकते हैं एमआई से. बट उन्होंने बहुत ही अच्छे से अपने टीम को बोला है, भाई हम सब भरोसा करते हैं तुम लोग पे, आप टेंशन मत लो. जो बेंच है, जो उन्होंने हाईएस्ट प्लेयर रिलीज किया है हाईएस्ट प्राइस का, वो इज मुजीबुर रहमान, जो कि 2 करोड़ का है बस. सो दैट इज हाईएस्ट 2 करोड़ का प्लेयर उन्होंने रिलीज किया है. वो भी इसीलिए रिलीज किया है कि उनको ट्रेड्स का मनी इक्वल करना पड़े. सो एंड बाकी सभी जो बेस प्राइस पे प्लेयर लिए थे उन्होंने, तो वो सब रिलीज किया और दे कैन इवन बाय देम बैक. और पता नहीं कब कौन सा डायमंड ढूंढ के लाए बेस प्राइस पे. आधा 1 करोड़ में भी एक प्लेयर निकल के लाए जो 5-10 साल बाद 10-15 करोड़ में जाएगा या रिटेन होगा किसी भी फ्रेंचाइजी के लिए. सो जरूरी नहीं कि हमें 10-15 करोड़ या 50 करोड़ ही चाहिए. 2 करोड़ इज इनफ.
I was actually expecting at least like Vignesh Puttur will be retained, but I am seriously not able to understand उसको chance, मतलब उसको retain क्यों नहीं किया मुंबई इंडियंस.
मतलब उसको डेब्यूट तो बहुत सही किया है भाई, उसने बहुत अच्छा खेला है. एंड इवन वो चांस देना चाहते हैं कि उसको ज्यादा चांस मिले टीम में. उन्होंने मयंक मार्कंडे को खिलाया है, मतलब लिया है ट्रेड करते तो डेफिनेटली एक कोई थॉट सोच के ही उसको लिया होगा, क्योंकि उनको प्लेइंग टाइम देने वाले हैं ज्यादा से ज्यादा. तो उससे क्या होगा, विघ्नेश पुत्तुर को मैच टाइम कम मिलेगा, मतलब कम चांसेस मिलेंगे. इससे अच्छा है कि वो किसी और टीम में जाके और ज्यादा चांसेस ले सकते हैं. सो दैट्स व्हाई आई फील इवन दे कैन गेट हिम बैक. इट्स नो बिग इशू फॉर देम. मतलब बेस प्राइस से ज्यादा थोड़ा थोड़ा तो प्राइस बढ़ेगा भाई. इतना अच्छा डेब्यू किया है एमआई जैसी टीम में, वानखेड़े जैसे पिचेस पे जहाँ पे बॉलर्स को तो बहुत मार पड़ती है मोस्टली, बट स्टिल उन्होंने बहुत ही अच्छा कॉन्फिडेंस भी दिखाया था. सो उसको ले सकते हैं. या किसी और टीम में अगर जाएंगे, किसी टीम को चाहिए लेग स्पिनर, यंग लेग स्पिनर जो इन्वेस्ट करना चाहते हैं कम से कम प्राइस में, अगर बजट नहीं हो तो डेफिनेटली उनको चांस मिलेगा वहां पे.
आरसीबी को दे देना.
ले लो भाई, ले
प्रतीक
लो.
भाई बोल
आपके
रहे
पास सुयश शर्मा का बैकअप हो जाएगा भाई. सुयश शर्मा बहुत सही बॉलिंग की है, लेकिन पता नहीं कब क्या इंजरी, कुछ भी हो सकता है, कुछ कह नहीं सकते. सो बैकअप होना जरूरी है. एमआई ने बैकअप्स पूरा टिक किया है सभी. बहुत स्पेकुलेशंस थे कि विल जैक्स भी रिलीज हो सकते हैं विद द ट्रेड ऑफ शेरफन रुदरफोर्ड, जो लेकिन दोनों एक दूसरे के लिए बैकअप है. आप अगर सोचो कि विल जैक्स एक ऑलराउंड कैपेबिलिटी भी देते हैं. अगर आपको ऑफ स्पिनर चाहिए किसी मैच में तो आपको ऑफ स्पिन करके देंगे, या सैंटनर एक लेफ्ट आर्म स्पिनर है, मयंक मार्कंडे लेग स्पिन करेंगे. तो तीनों काइंड का स्पिन जो रहेगा वो आपके पास अवेलेबल रहेगा अगर विल जैक्स खेलते हैं.
ये सही बोला. वीर, आई विल कम टू यू जस्ट अ सेकंड. आई सॉ आदित्य भाई raising his hand first. He wanted to add on a point for Mumbai Indians.
like Pratik Bhai, I'm having a doubt. Whenever there's a controversial decision from umpires, it obviously 90% of the time it will be favoring MI. Like, do you have any purse left for saving the 14-player team? Like, MI always plays. There's a joke that MI always plays with a 14-player
No,
team and
no,
only
no,
three
no.
umpires. So just kidding. So keeping them aside, what do you want to take about this? Like, why these things are going to have a some relation within
MI
themselves?
See,
MI
jokes,
hasn't won in
jokes.
last 5 years.
See, jokes.
Raj bhai. हाँ, बोलो बोलो बोलो.
No, it's not. It's not about that. Like, if you look at the other picture, bigger picture of out of it, right? It's a game of cricket. Okay, it's a game of chances. Even though you have technology, you have other things also. Sometimes things will not go in your favor. You need to accept it, and you just need to move on from there. Okay,
I'm
so
just
that's been the
asking that.
case. Like, see, I mean, I'm totally with you only, Aditya. I'm not denying the fact, the question what you've asked. Okay, but the thing is, like somewhere deep down, if you just look at the combinations, right? So sometimes, like you have a reviews, sometimes you lose the reviews. Okay, but at the same point of time, on-field decision, whatever the umpire takes a call, it has to be going in the favor of any of the team. We cannot say like it has gone in the favor of Mumbai Indians or whatever the franchise we are talking about. But sometimes, yeah, it happens in the game of cricket. We have seen multiple controversial decisions happening in the international cricket as well. So, I mean, yeah, that's all about Ritik Bhai. Now you are saying.
MI hasn't won in last 5 years, Aditya bhai. Whatever controversies we do, or whatever happens in whole IPL, everyone comes
That's
and
the
blames
reason.
our team that some financial things are associated with the teams that other teams also lose on purpose. So I'm telling your team so shouldn't be losing on purpose for some financial aids. That's
That's
all I'm saying. But we haven't won in last 5 years, so we are building a team. Even if any jokes come apart of on umpires, on Ambani's, on anything, but the combinations that MI has built in last 2 years or 3 years, you can say the top order all are captain materials. I mean, Tilak Verma was captain in ACC, Rohit Sharma is captain in ODI cricket, Santner is captain in New Zealand side. I mean, and even Hardik Pandya, Jasprit Bumrah was vice captain in Test cricket. So everyone they can start for any 11 in the world. So any speculations, any controversies, we are not thinking about it. We are just going there, playing our game, and dominating, trying to dominate all the
like,
teams.
according to you, who might be the
Okay,
best picks?
move on.
I'm
Move
just
on.
asking.
What?
Okay.
Okay, okay.
Let him ask, na. Let him ask.
No, I'm
Aditya
just
Yes,
bhai.
Veer.
asking.
Yes.
What
Push
will
up.
be your best picks for this season? You are having 5 slots
As
left.
it all depends on MI scouts by even I was thinking about Rahul Chahar could be the pick, as even I have told in the podcast as well that his height and the shot of good length spin bowling will help in the 1KD pitch. But they have they got Mayank Markande, which was also debuted in MI and further went on to play for India as well. Did very well. So let's see. They have already ticked all the boxes. We are thinking only for backups, and we are trying. We will be trying to get our players back on the base prices. But if scouts have found something new, definitely they will give them chance. Nothing else.
Yes. So moving on, we'll move
You
to
have
the
something to say?
next team. Yes, Veer. You have something to say?
For MI as a CSK financially, their scouting is amazing. Trust me, the way they picked Vignesh Puttur, and they also got I forgot the player's name. He also did
Ashwani
pretty well
Kumar.
in
Ashwani Kumar.
Ashwani Kumar. And my scouts have done pretty well. They look like a balanced side who last year did qualify for the playoffs. So they look like a balanced side. Maybe someone they can get, thanks to the scouts. Maybe they can get someone good for a very cheaper price, since they only have 5 slots, and we won't be seeing a lot of MI in the bidding table for sat. We won't be seeing them at the bidding table that much. But overall, squad looks balanced. Maybe one or two. They need to replace one or two overseas players. That's all I think I can say for MI.
I was just thinking the same. If any teams like KKR or CSK starts a bid for any overseas player, which the base price starts from 2 crores, MI will raise their bat and 2 crore. If you are giving us, okay, if you bid, take it.
We will happily accept it.
Well, so moving on from one team that will look to have chai pani to another team that will also look to have chai pani, that is Punjab Kings now. So their biggest release obviously is Glenn Maxwell and Josh English. Well, Josh English was pretty much not expected to be released, but then yes, he has made it to the release list of Punjab Kings. I'll come to Yashwant Bhai to talk about Punjab Kings. That what are the things they're looking forward to in the auction, and what do you think? How is their team looking after the retention list?
Even they have got a balanced team just like last year. They have released Dosh English because he might not have a place in the playing 11, seeing the team. They have Shreyas Iyer, Nehal Vadera, Priyansh Arya, Shashank Singh in the top order. So he might not get a place. Even from Simran Singh, they have retained Marcus Twanis, Marco Hansen will be there. So it is not. mm if they retain him, then he cannot be placed in the 11. So it might be good to go for some other team like KKR and play. That's why they have released him. And coming to Glenn Maxwell, yeah, he was in very poor form. So yeah, that's why they have released. And he might go to CSK as well. Even this team is like Chai Pani category. This, yeah.
Yes, how many times do we
And
actually see Punjab sitting quietly in an auction? It would be very surprising to see them sitting quietly, not raising their paddles, not going after players. Yes, Pratik bhai, yes.
last season they had a budget of 108
18.
crores.
12,
112 crores. 112
Yes.
crores.
12
This
crores.
season, mini auction, they have retained almost all the squads. But they one thing they did pretty well was getting all rounders and all rounders. I mean, they have released two players, two overseas, I would say. Glenn Maxwell, which was also all rounder. Josh English, a
Three.
wicketkeeper batter. But look at other all rounders, like they have Omar Zai, they have Jansen, they have Mitchell Owens as well, Marcus Stoinis. So these four can bat, can bowl, and at any position. What Keshan bhai?
Bartlett,
Bartlett,
Yes, Xavier
yes.
Bartlett, the
Xavier Bartlett.
replacement they got for Loki Ferguson. Even both are playing for them now. Xavier Bartlett has been in really good form. Let's see, the Big Bash is also coming soon. We will get glimpses of his great form. He can bat also. Has finished many matches for the team in Big Bash. So pretty well sorted for them. Playing 11 is sorted. They will be looking for the backups as same as our team.
Yes, not pretty much to discuss about Punjab Kings, because they are also another team who have pretty much all of their bases sorted out completely. Yes, probably some backups is what they are also looking forward to in the auction. Next team, I'll come to Sunrisers Hyderabad, and then we'll move to the champions to discuss at the last. But first, I'll come to Sunrisers Hyderabad. Aditya bhai, yes, your team. What are you looking forward to?
Like as we expected, major big releases are not being happened. The ones who didn't perform well and the ones which slots are not up to the mark, they just released those guys. Like Abhinav Manohar is a bit like I thought he might be get retained, but they want to increase their purse, so that's the reason why they didn't release Abhinav Manohar. Rather than that, everyone which the team got released, we already mentioned about this team. We explained about this. These are the guys that there might be a chance to get released, and those are the guys that got released. Shami got traded. Now we need to look for someone who can be an explosive at middle order. Like if they want to take someone at one down as well, we do have a chance, and we need a good leggy as well. So apart from that, the team looks balanced, and we need to just put the things in a right position to get a good decent start in the upcoming season. So that's the only thing which they need to take.
Well, do you think after whatever happened in the previous season with SRH, that is, which was one of their biggest positives, if we talk about in 2024 season, that is explosive throughout 20 overs and, not according to conditions as such. Do you think it would be the same strategy, or would we see a mix and match of both the strategies?
This time they might get like they can even concentrate on the fast bowler. Like Seamus need to be get corrected. Like Simaj didn't perform up to the mark. Mohammad Shami is totally off color. So these guys, even though the batsmen scored pretty beautifully, the bowlers leaked a lot this season. So taking these things into consideration, they might go for some fast bowlers as well as a good finisher in middle. Even though we have a class and we need some backup for him as well, and they might look into other teams as well. Like we have some a guy released from Delhi, Fraser. Even they can concentrate on him if they want to do these things, and all. And even for Cameron Green, he's having ability to bowl as well as to bat. So if they are going to get these two things, and if they want to have some quickest, like Vignesh Puttu can be taken into the team if there's a chance for them to like increase the bid and get the things which they want to do. Even Hasaranga might be a good option for them. So we are having 4-5 picks. If we are going to do some 4-5 good picks, SRH would be a quite pretty strong team for the upcoming season.
Well, yes. Again, SRH also again not a team that will look too much for the shopping. Just a few backups that they will have to cover. And yes, Rajbhai.
They do have certain slots to fill in. If you ask me, like somewhere in the middle order, they need someone with a power hitting capability, because in the top 4 or 5 they have already been set and done. It's just that they have to refine or retune their bowling attack, and that's because in the absence of Shami, you need to have a pace bowler as well, an Indian core. So even going with 25 crores, so it's a huge thing coming into the auction with that crores.
Yes, yes, Rajbhai. And yes, again, the point that Aditya Bhai mentioned that, leg spinner is something they'll be looking at. They released Zampa there, whom they had. So, and Rahul Char
Ravi
as well,
Bishnoi
whom
is
they
a
pretty
great
much
option.
believe. Yes,
Ravi
yes,
Bishnoi is
Ravi
a great
Bishnoi
option for them.
addition. Yes, as we mentioned earlier in the live itself, that many teams are there who would have their eyes set on Ravi Bishnoi to get him in their team. So now moving on to one of the Royals, that is Rajasthan Royals, who made the headlines with the trade of Ravindra Jadeja, their rock star, coming back to their team after the first season. Uh, after the first 2 seasons when he won the title with them. Then we have Sam Curran as well, who's been traded to that team, and Donovan Ferrer also making a comeback to Rajasthan Royals. So yes, I'll come to Veer because Jadeja was your core. Sam Curran was also there for a long time. Now they have gone. So I don't want to know from CSK's perspective. I want to know what benefits it is giving to RR.
See, for RR, there obviously Jadeja was our core, and we had him for almost 12 years, and he has won many matches for us. But for RR, Sam Curran too has also been a part of our core since 2020. He's been released, and he's been bought back, released, and then bought back by CSK. So these two players, especially, they have that all-round capabilities that RR were looking for in the previous mega auction that they could not have because of a purse around 41 cr in that mega auction, so they could not fill all those slots that they actually wanted to have. So maybe they actually got the best of what they wanted through Jadeja and Sam Curran. Also, Donovan Ferreira, matlab, he's a very amazing pick. अगर मैं बोलूँ तो, so he's a very amazing pick because we have all seen that he's done well for Texas, and he's done well for Johannesburg in SA20 and MLC. So these getting Donovan Ferreira for a base for from DC as a trade is also something good, because had Donovan Ferreira gone to the auction, he would have actually attracted. He would have gone around 5 to 6 crores at max, or maybe above that. So that is actually one pretty. It's a steal, I'd like to say. Even Sam Curran for 2.4 CR, including a trade with Jadeja, RR is looking balanced. They have released Mahesh Dikshana, Manindu Hassananga to balance other trade of Sam Curran and Donovan Ferreira, and one Kumar Kartikeya, former MI player, and he has also pretty done. He's done well. He has had all-round capabilities, but maybe that was not RR was looking for. They generally have a very good middle order and top order with Jaiswal, Suryavanshi, um, Jadeja, and then you have Jurel as well, who can come into the attack at any moment of time, maybe in the middle overs if RR is struggling. Jadeja can too finish games. Jonathan Ferreira can be there as well, who can also go in the end game, maybe coming as an impact player. He's also pretty. He's also shown his field capabilities. Overall, RR looks like a balanced squad. They don't need. No, they don't have much to do because they already got the benefits from the trades that they have, and since they have a person 16 CR, I think their best options would be to get some one or two one overseas player, maybe a replacement for Fazal Haq Faruqi, and maybe some backups or replacements for their Indian players that they've released. So our squad looks balanced and they have gotten a good benefit from getting Jadeja. Although Samson is there, maybe the captain can be either Jurel, uh, Jaiswal or Jadeja too, because Jadeja has shown his leadership capabilities. But overall,
Parag is
they
already
are
there.
looking.
We,
Parag is also there. Parag is
we
also there. But maybe RR might look for a new captain, maybe because there are certain speculations that they are not looking to take Ryan Parag into the account for captaincy. But it'll also depend on how Kumar Sangakkara, shows his team dynamics and what he wants to do in the auction. So the rest they look balanced and overall good team as of now before the auction.
Yes, this is one question I wanted to ask. Anyone in the panel, you guys can take it up. That the captaincy of RR. Do you think they will search for one in the auction, or among the options that they have, they will go ahead with a young captain in the form of either Parag or Jaiswal or Jurel?
They even has said that, right? Talapati, which means a captain. Jadeja will be their captain for the upcoming season. They already mentioned it to the
I
press
do
rather.
agree with Aditya Bhai. Jadeja
No,
should be their captain, as I think it's a trade, and Jadeja was having 18 crores in CSK. He's now reduced his his salary to 14 crores. Why would someone reduce their salary? Nah? Because a trade cannot happen without consent. So it is all the things are discussed. So
prior.
if you are losing something, you are gaining something on the other side. I am thinking Jadeja will be the captain of Rajasthan Royals, as RR would be looking forward to him, as he is a really good trade. This trade has, helped both the teams. What CSK was looking for, what RR was looking for, as we all know that the finishing in many times Rajasthan Royals lost matches in last season. Ravindra Jadeja has been a really good finisher. Against the pace attack and death overs, he has been averaging over 50 and strike rate over 150. So he's definitely a really great pick. And alongside with him, they have also got Sam Curran as well. So who also gives 4 overs of swing bowling and even the variations he has, and also with the batting capabilities we have seen in the 100 league. He was the MVP for Oval Invincibles. What I think is Rajasthan Royals will be looking forward is a spin option. They have released Hasaranga, Mahesh Tikshna, and even Kulwant Kejrolia. I thought they would retain Kulwant Kejrolia as a spin backup, but they have released all the three spinners, and now
Kumar
they only
Karthikeyan.
have
Kumar Kartikeya.
so yes, Kumar Kartikeya. I
Yes.
guess Kejrolia was also there. So
Kejrolia is fast bowler.
oh, okay, sorry. Kumar Kartikeya is what I wanted to say. They have released all the three spinners, so no spin options except of Ravindra Jadeja. They have 9 slots to spill, and only 16.25 crores. So tough battle.
16.5.
Yes, it will be a tough for them to get good spin options. They would need at least two spinners. One must be the backup, as they don't even have Nitish Rana right now. He could have bowled some overs. Rian Parak can do that job, but you would definitely be having a specialist in the squad.
If
Yes. Yes, yes, Veer.
if
Yes.
yeah, if I look at it from different, if I Jadeja definitely if people are talking on captaincy, I people do want him as a captain, but maybe and even I am pretty sure that he will definitely captain, but maybe RR also, just like CSK, they do want to head for a future captain, because who knows, maybe in the next few 2 3 years Jadeja might retire soon. Like, it is just an opinion of mine that he too may retire, but definitely Jadeja will be the captain, but maybe RR might think of their options twice before confirming that they want this is the person that they're choosing the captain to be.
Veer, I have a question for you. Who
Okay.
will be the captain of CSK? Ruturaj or Samson or Thala?
Ruturaj. Ruturaj.
So
It's
Samson is only for wicket keeping and batting.
no.
I
Listen.
I
So
thought they were looking for a leadership role in Samson. That's why they brought in. But according to you and all the guys, who should be the captain of CSK and Rajasthan Royals? Let's discuss it openly with both the teams combined.
for CSK, there has been an official statement by CSK themselves that Ruturaj Gaikwad will be going as a captain. So according to their official statements, Sanju Samson is one player. Although he does have that leadership qualities, he does express it in himself. In himself, that he has captained Rajasthan Royals to the 2022 IPL final, which is pretty evident in his good leadership. So maybe they have kept him as a successor of Dhoni, where they genuinely wanted someone to if be a finisher and try to accelerate and keep the momentum going for CSK, because Dhoni too may retire, and we don't actually have a genuine wicket keeper who can we genuinely don't have a good wicket keeper that can keep the stumps like Dhoni. He's at his still age. He's pretty fast for his stumpings. So Sanju Samson is there for keeping and batting. If Ruturaj Gaikwad gets injured, if he gets injured, then Sanju Samson. If I don't want him, then just like last year, Thala captain the squad. Maybe this year too, if he gets injured, then Sanju Samson can come as a replacement. That's what I think, that he has that qualities in him, but maybe they wanted him for an explosive role. That's what I think.
Veer,
थाला को
was
अकेला
Ruturaj
छोड़ दो
Gaikwad
यार.
really injured last season?
कितना परेशान करोगे
Because
उसको.
he said, "Na, if Ruturaj Gaikwad gets injured, we have Samson as captain." Hey, it is a tradition for CSK, right?
It is,
The
but
captain gets
hopefully he does
injured.
not get no. Hopefully he does not get injured. If hopefully he does not get injured, and I really want him to continue. We are continue as a captain, but that's what I think, that CSK definitely they wanted Samson as a successor of MS Dhoni, not in terms of leadership, but maybe as an explosive keeper and batsman. That's what I feel. Ruturaj Gaikwad will still be the captain unless there's a management decision made, as according to the official news.
You guys also tell who should be the captain of RR and CSK.
I would definitely tell go ahead with Samsung, because, in my opinion, IPL is more of bringing in that flavor, or the fans into the stadium. It's about the glory things and all those things. In that way, I feel Samson is the right flag bearer for CSK going forward, because one is he has that pretty much good local connect with him. Secondly, he's a proven leader. And Ruturaj, we know without the captaincy pressure, how well he can play. We have seen it in 2022, 2023 as well. The way he carried his team forward. He also won the orange cap as well when they won the trophy. So I feel take out the burden of captaincy from Ruturaj Gaikwad, give it to Samson, because he's proven himself in RR. He has taken them to the finals in 2022 after quite a long time, and then even they made it to the playoffs as well again. So yes, I think Samson would be the right choice going forward, and also to continue the legacy of CSK.
As of
Rajat,
now, there is no. Sorry, you can go, Aditya.
No, no, no. Just explain. I'm having some questions. That's it. Take it.
Okay, you can. Okay, as of now, though, whatever is after the retention, there's most probably that they have uploaded. Ruturaj Gaikwad is leading the way. Maybe if there's a captaincy change, they'll announce it after the auction. Most probably.
yes, Aditya bhai.
Like, bro, I'm just having some questions. Why Samsung instead of Jadeja and as well as Karan? Why? Because this Karan and Samsung are known for the middle order. Sorry, Karan and Jadeja is known for the middle order capabilities, as well as they can bowl, they can bat, they can feel brilliantly well. Instead of them, they can show this different skills at different stages. Instead of them, why they want to take a wicket keeper come batsman who can only do keeping as well as a batting for this trade and all. While coming to Rajasthan, that's a good steal for them. Like they're having two brilliant all rounders to their team. But while coming to CSK, just for the sake of captaincy or just for the sake of wicket keeping, only Samsung. Why? Why? Because they do. If they really need some captaincy skills, they can try others instead of if they are not that completely satisfied with Rutraj and all, they can try for Shivan Dubey. They are having many youngsters, just like RCB has done this year. They can just change some of the other ones. Like coming to this captaincy only for the sake of captaincy or only for the sake of batting, is this deal, is that worthy or not? That's the question. Like Samsung is a brilliant captain as well as a brilliant batter, no doubt in that. But instead of two good all-rounders who's been very well versed with CSK, why they want to choose Samsung over these two? That's my question. Anyone?
So Samson for many like I'll answer your question. So Sanju Samson was picked as the main priority because they have shown interest in him for many years previously too, but couldn't get the trade. They always wanted him in a trade deal, but they couldn't get it through. And there are chances that not even if it is meaning to letting go Jadeja and Sam Curran, who are proven all rounders, maybe we definitely need to think for the next few years in turn, because this is something we don't see in CSK almost every now and then, that CSK are releasing their own trusted players and their own core. So this is something we don't see. The management is up to something which they will look to express in this upcoming season and the auction with the amount of purse that they have. But Sanju Samson in particular, first of all, he's a local boy. He's come from Kerala, so maybe they can. No, he's a local boy, so they wanted him all. They wanted him to be a part of the. They wanted him to be a part of Chennai from for a most apart from the local boy and the connection towards CSK. I feel Samson himself always wanted to leave RR, which is that has been pretty evident that he's wanted to leave RR since a past few seasons. Like there have been rumors that Sanju Samson wants to leave RR and everything. So that is maybe that's where Sanju Samson wanted to see that if he can do better in CSK. Even in the mega auction that last year that happened, CSK did go for KL Rahul. They went up to 13.5, but they couldn't get it because they had to say they had that not that much purse compared to what DC and the other teams had. They only had 55, 51, 50, no 55 CR. So they did also had they didn't want to go for KL Rahul as well before as a successor of Dhoni, but most Sanju Samson in a trade, it is pretty it is although you are risking your core members, but maybe the management is up to something where they want to express something for the next few years, and they want Sanju Samson to become have a very long have long term in the long term games. It will actually automatically work out for CSK when they decide to retain him in the mega auction as well. So, and there are chances that because people are speculating that Dhoni may retire, so that is also there. So overall, Samson, the reason, one simple terms, I'll say Samson was picked because home connections, and he wanted to. How can I say this? Um, he
No,
wanted to. Yeah, I think I'll say no comments.
like, but I'm having a question.
I
Okay, okay, okay.
yes.
Pratik bhai, you can
I also want to add something to it. As you can see, last season CSK had a really huge problem in their middle order. Deepak Hooda, Rahul
Yes.
Tripathi, and Vijay Shankar having the lowest average, lowest strike rate in the whole IPL season, and it was totally a, what you can say. I don't have words, but worst middle order of all the season. So definitely they were trying to build a middle order. They have released their openers as now they have Ayush Matre, Ruturaj Gaikwad, who both can open. Even Sanju
agreed.
Samson can open, and Sanju can play in middle order as well. And if you see the middle order players, number 3, 4, 5, in the mini auction pool, there are very less. if you want to get some, you have to go with very high price like Cameron Green and other players. Like even Josh Inglis is going to be costly in this season as a good middle order, and he plays with great strike rate, so his price will be high as well. So if you are getting a wicket keeper, now they are all set with Ruturaj Gaikwad, Ayush Matre. Even Urvil Patel is a really good choice. They have retained him. He's also uh, really good pinch hitter, and Sanju Samson as well. And you mentioned about Jadeja and Sam Curran. They both used to play at number 6 or 7. Yeah, Sam Curran could have played at number 4 as well. But they have Jamie Overton and Nathan Ellis as well, who can do the same job of finishing the game with bowling capabilities. So I don't think so. It is a miss from CSK. It is a really good choice. They can strengthen their middle orders. Sanju Samson can play in middle order as well at number 3 or 4. So that's why I'm thinking it's a great choice.
That is where I will agree with you. CSK were looking for someone who can, apart from Brevis and like their top three, Dubey, like their pre auction before Sanju Samson trade, they looked good when it came to, because they had gotten the preseason mid season trials, getting Matre as replacement, and they had also gotten Brevis and Urvil Patel as replacements. So that Urvil Patel can be as a backup. So with Sanju Samson coming in, he can be a good wicket keeping option and can do good in the middle order, as Pratik Bhai said. This can
Like
be
we can go
the
for Quentin de Kock, or else we can have a Gurbas from KKR has been released, right? That might be a good fix for them as well at the top order, as well as if they really want to have a keeper. Karan is quite younger compared to Samson, and he can serve for more years as they are having a connection. Like coming to the local flavor and all, Dhoni is not a local guy, but he got worshipped there in a CSK, as well as Jadeja is not a local boy. Again, he got worshipped in the same manner. So local boy isn't a clear cut problem
valid.
for them. It's actually they're having something in their mind. They just want to change some matrix in it. So I'm just not able to get what they are really thinking about this auction.
They are looking to do something which is very impactful in this season. With the purse that they have, obviously we can't counter 64 CR of KKR, but whatever purse we have and the slots we have to fill, we will make the best use of it, and we will definitely try to strengthen whatever our weaknesses are, and certain areas where we need to work. For example, spin department need, obviously Shreyas Gopal and Noor Ahmad are there, but we do need a dire need of Indian spinners. So that is, maybe with the best realization we can do something.
Like
Yash
for
bhai,
RR,
I have a question for you. Who will be the captain of CSK and RR? Both दोनों बता दो भाई.
hence he
Aditya bhai, you
knows.
It's
also
very
should tell about
obvious.
RR. You haven't tell.
It's
Sorry,
very
bro.
obvious. Sanju Samson has immense experience as a captain in IPL, so definitely he should be the captain and face of CSK. Likewise,
Hmm.
Jadeja should be he is captain, as
Hmm.
RR already uploaded a video with him saying Talapati. So of course he is the captain, and yeah, that's all. Only he is the cap. He can be the captain. Other than that, there is no captaincy candidate, I feel. So of course, yeah, the trade meant the same
Aditya bhai,
thing. They interchanged the captains candidates. Yes,
captaincy changes
that's what
because
I
the
feel.
previous captain for CSK was MS Dhoni. That's why I'm saying
Once Jadeja was also a captain for CSK, he was removed. Last year, Gaikwad was captain. He was benched
injured,
or
not removed.
injured, or
They
injured
kept
after
faith
removal.
in him.
Don't miss the thing; it will create controversy. Injured, say injured.
Injured.
Aditya bhai,
Yes, he was injured.
who should be captain of RR?
I'm just having this question. Like there are many competitors in RR. For this, they brought Jadeja in that place. Like Nitish Rana wants to be a captain previous season. They want Rian Parag wants to be a captain for this. Even after having these many guys for the competitors, they brought someone from the other team as a captain. Like Jadeja will be obviously the captain. Maybe Sam Curran might be a vice captain if there's a possibility. Why? Because he has proven his abilities and all. So, but coming to the captaincy and all, definitely they're going to have some ego clashes for this season. Why? Because we know the Nitish Rana's attitude as well as Rian Parag's. So, how come they come across these barriers is somewhat interesting, quite interesting for this season.
Nitish Rana is not there in Rajasthan Royals. He
Rana
is
in
representing.
Delhi,
Sorry, sorry,
Delhi
sorry. I just
Capitals
What
traded.
what I would say, not Rana, but Yashasvi Jaiswal is a really good choice, and they should be, if they are looking as a future captain. I think Yashasvi Jaiswal is a really great choice, and many other teams are offering him the positions and the, I would say, their teams. They should play for their team. He should play for, but if RR is not offering his him captaincy, should he leave RR and join any other team who is looking for a captain and also uh, going to pay him great?
I
Sagar, your
think
thoughts or others as well?
Well, as we are talking, I can see CSK have already posted that their captain would be Ruturaj Gaikwad. Officially, they have posted. So that I think is already logged and loaded for our discussions. But yeah, for I can see, even I am very surprised. But any which ways, it is their decision, their management's decision. But yes, talking about Rajasthan Royals, I certainly feel it should be Yashasvi Jaiswal, because I mean nothing against Parag, he was pretty much okay, but I feel Jaiswal pretty much deserves it because he's given so much for the franchisee. From the time he's joined them, he has been very much consistent. He has been retained, and I think it's the right time for him to start, getting into that leadership role. Because if we talk about the Indian team as well, he is very much capable of being a three format player, and again getting into the core leadership group of the Indian team as well. So in that way, I feel starting from RR, it would be a great thing for Yashasvi Jaiswal.
what about Dhruv Jirel? He too is someone who's been
Aditya
no.
Bhai already explained this. There are many competitors for the captaincy in Rajasthan Royals, and they even brought someone from other team who can also be a great contender for captaincy. So we are having some comments as well. Uh, Yes, bhai, what is FCC? You need to explain to the people.
Okay. FCC is a fantasy cricket circuit which we have formed. We have a Telegram group. I don't know if I can say it here, but yeah, we usually conduct auction tournaments for all the tournaments going on, like Big Bash League. Coming next month, we will be having Big Bash League and SAT20. Then we will be having for WPL, IPL going on, then MLC. So we will have auction tournaments with the fantasy points for the whole league, not for just a game or something like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yes, I hope you got a very good clarity about what is FCC. And now, finally, after all the discussion, just like this team had to wait for 18 seasons to win the trophy, we had to wait for such a long discussion to bring this team and the retained list and the release list. So, the team that was royally crowned as champions in the 2025 season, that is RCB. So, yes, anyone
Wait is
willing to
worth it,
talk,
bro.
I think
or
I
can
will
I
say
go?
something. I think I'll say I'll begin for RCB. Nothing that they no like personal grudge. Obviously, I don't like as someone they have Shikara. He's been released. Liam Livingston's been released. Mayank Agarwal, Tim Seifert. These guys have been released. There's nothing that they can obviously get these replacements pretty soon. They can buy someone. They can buy a replacement for Livingston. They can get someone from. They can also get someone from the domestic circuit to replace Mayank Agarwal or Swastik Chikara. Tim Seifert can also be replaced. Blessing Murzabani, Lungi Ngidi, whatever, whoever they release with the amount of first that they have, they too will be silent. But they can, if they have the right tactics, they can also get the replacement for them pretty soon, in my opinion. And obviously, the only thing that they right now need is a new owner and a new stadium. So there's nothing new that they have right now. I'm sorry to say. So
Don't talk
yeah,
about
that's
new stadium. There's still no official
The
confirmation. Who knows? We
people
can
will
come
be
back to Chinnaswamy.
bursting on you, Veer.
it's okay. My bad. There's
Sagar bhai,
16.4 C.
I have one question for you. Is
Yes, yes.
RCB again looking to get Glenn Maxwell back in place of Liam Livingston?
I personally would want him in RCB, my personal choice, and I'm very much wishing that he comes back because I don't know why there are a lot of RCB fans who tell that Maxwell hasn't done anything for RCB, that this, he was a flop. 3 years he's carried your middle order so well in 2021, 22. He was retained also, and even in 2023. Just the 2024 season, which didn't go his way. But apart from that, 3 seasons he's given you so well. Even for Punjab, he played only one good season, but for RCB, he's given you 3 good seasons. And RCB is a franchise which he always says that he loves a lot. So I think if he comes back and again he's shown his spin bowling potential and all rounding potential as well in Chinnaswamy as well. Well, again, I'm coming there that there's no official word that they'll be playing in Chinnaswamy or other stadiums. I'm just assuming that even if they play in Chinnaswamy, he has shown his ability with the spin bowling as well. That he can control the innings, and obviously he has that X factor with him that any day, any situation, he can take out the match and win it for his team. We have seen him doing it for Australia. He has done it for RCB in 3 seasons. So yes, I would want him to come back. But to talk about target players, I think Ravi Bishnoi would be one of the hot targets for RCB going into the auction because as good as Suyash Sharma had done in the previous season, I think they're also pretty much looking at one more leg spinner as well, who's a proper leggy again, and I think Ravi Bishnoi perfectly fits in that role. And obviously with Mo Bobart and Andy Flower very much what do you call emphasizing it in the previous season that if Cam Green was available, he would definitely be retained by RCB and he would have been in that retained list. But with the purse that RCB currently has, I'm still not sure if they can get it, but they would definitely have him in their plans to get Cameron Green.
Like Maxwell's one, it's not exactly as he's in off color or didn't perform well. After having a good fiery performance for Australia, that he scored 200 against Afghanistan at that stage, RCB fans definitely expect something from him, and he didn't live up to that expectations. That's the
Just for
major
one
point for
season.
Maxwell.
Just for one season.
But that's really worthy, right? That season you won consecutively seven back-to-back games. He needs to perform
Mm-hmm.
well in playoffs, which is not up to his mark. That's the major cause for you. But you want everyone from other teams who performs brilliantly. Like you took Bhuvaneshwar, you took Krunal Pandya, and still
Bhuvneshwar played his first match in IPL for RCB.
that's the only
Yes.
reason which he did, I guess.
I have one question. One thing it was surprising in releases from RCB was Dongi Ngedi. For me, I'm
Yes.
saying because the overseas pacer option, the pace options of RCB was Bhuneshwar Kumar, Yash Dayal, Rasik Dar Salam, Josh Hazelwood, Nuwan Tushara as well, and Lungi Ngedi. As we are seeing, Josh Hazelwood will be playing Ashes. After that, he will be going in T20 World Cup. After that, IPL. So it will affect at some point that it will be tiredness or something else. But do you feel that RCB needs to get back that backup for Josh Hazelwood? Uh, we don't know if anytime something injury or anything can happen, but the backup for Josh Hazelwood is really missing because uh,
Yes.
the way he carried RCB last season was the crucial, and hats off to him. But Lungi Ngedi could have been that backup for the team.
I honestly think no, I was 50-50 about Lungi NGD. I thought he would be released or might not. I was a bit 50-50, but I thought Rasikdar would be definitely released for that price. But again, as an RCB fan, I'm so happy that they're backing an Indian young talent at that price who didn't get too many opportunities, but still they're backing him and keeping him in the squad. As an RCB fan, I'm very proud that my team is doing this and they're backing that talent. But any which ways, talking about Hazelwood's replacement, one name I see here is Josh Stunk. He's also coming from the Ashes, yes, but we have seen him perform very well in the 100. The his length beat, and he also gets that awkward bounce, what we call, and that is pretty much what. When Andy Flower and Mo Bobart, when they came into RCB setup, that is pretty much what they were looking for in the Chinnaswamy pitches, that bowlers who can get good bounce. So yes, that is one option is Josh Dung is what I'm looking at. Second, and I think a very good replacement in the form of Tushara is also available because we saw in the games that he played at Ekana when Hazelwood wasn't available at that point in time. We saw that in the power play he did really well. The wicket that he got of Matthew Britsky was so brilliant. It was such a brilliant ball, and we know that he can bowl in the death as well. He has very good Yorkers also. So yeah, I think with Tushara being there, they have pretty much covered. But Ngidi would definitely have made a difference because he has proven himself in internationals as well. Even in IPL, he's a pretty much well-known face. Can bowl across different faces just like what Hazelwood does. But again, not comparing him to Hazelwood, but he's also that kind of a bowler who can give you overs in power play. He can give you overs in death, middle overs also. He can give you a good comeback. So I think Lungi Ngidi might be bought back, but yeah, these are my options for his replacement.
I have something to say. So, Sagar bhai, you mentioned that maybe Ravi Bishnoi is one person that RCB can target, right? You said this that Ravi Bishnoi can is one player that RCB can target, but in reality, with the purse that they have, and there are three other teams that are sniffing around a specialist spinner with a lot of higher purse. They maybe Karan Sharma, your former player, they can also target him as a backup spinner, backup for they can agree no they can go for a backup option for Suya Sharma. So maybe your point about Ravi Bishnoi, maybe because there are three teams, SRH, KKR and CSK. These three teams are genuinely they have a lot of worse, and maybe SR it will be between KKR and CSK to decide who can get Ravi Bishnoi, because they so maybe Karan Sharma from MI who's been released, they can also try to get their former players back as a backup option for Suya Sharma.
Yeah, Karan is obviously there, but then even if you look at his numbers, it wasn't so great. So I'm pretty much doubtful. But coming to the Ravi Bishnoi point, and we have one of our viewers also who commented that he doesn't agree with the Bishnoi point. Yes, that also, as I mentioned, that with the purse they have, it is difficult, but Bishnoi would be one of their targets because that was one of the areas which they were lacking previously. But kudos to Kunal Pandya and Suyash Sharma, who did really well with their spin bowling. But you cannot always, expect that they would do well. You would obviously need a proven leg spinner there. Who has pretty much good international experience. He's played across different grounds in India. So that is where I felt that Bishnoi would be one of the hot targets. But yeah, as Veer mentioned, that with the likes of Purse that CSK has and KKR has, Bishnoi might land up there because they might go all in because CSK doesn't have a very good proven spinner in their team. Like Rajbhai previously mentioned, there is Shreyas Gopal, but they would look for a frontline spinner who can play in their starting 11. And again, KKR also they do have Varun Chakravarti. I pretty much doubt if they would go behind Ravi Bishnoi, but CSK is one team that I feel. And also answering one more question about Fazaluk Faruqi, which one of our viewers has asked. Yes, Faruqi also could be one of the target players for RCB. I am not denying it, but his numbers in IPL aren't too great. And I'm telling that assuming they play in Chinnaswamy, his style of bowling is something I don't think would suit the Chinnaswamy pitches and not something that the team might look at. But yes, can be an option as you have mentioned.
To our viewers, we do read your comments. Please send your feedbacks or questions. We are ready to answer them. No issues about it. So, I was
Yes,
I
so
was
that
thinking
was
about
yes, yes.
Spencer Johnson can also be a good pick. But let's see what RCB management thinks.
Yes, so
They
I
too
think
will
this
be.
is
You can go
yeah.
on. No,
No,
nothing.
as you
You can
want to
go on.
tell something, I was concluding it. That's it.
No, no. You can go on.
Yes, so this is it what we had in terms of the retentions and release discussion. Probably one of our longest live. We had a very good deep discussions about quite a few teams. We saw what could be their possible strategies heading into the auction, their releases, and so many things that we had discussed, the different combinations that team can obviously look at. One more comment that we have about RCB is, as they have released Liam Livingston, whom should they target? Well, I have three names in my mind. One is one is Michael Bracewell, because if you have followed global leagues across the world, or even when it comes to New Zealand cricket as well, he's done very well for his teams, even for New Zealand. Second name I would say is George Linde. He's also done his job pretty well. He can give you good overs of spin as well. Third name, it is very much my personal preference, as I stated before, Glenn Maxwell. He suits that role pretty well, and he's someone I'm looking forward to again joining back RCB. One more thing which I would suggest, or I probably hope that they could do, is Liam Livingstone again, if they can get him back for a lower price. Because if RCB fans, if they would have followed RCB's discussion videos around the auction, they were very much keen on getting Liam Livingstone, and that was most of the management's preference to get Liam Livingstone. And I would not be surprised if they buy back Liam Livingstone at a lower price.
Someone has commented. I think Tanzim Hassan and Taskin Ahmed can be bought by some of the franchise. In my opinion, as of now, I don't think so because Mustafa is no. I don't think so right now because not a lot of teams need that overseas player options, and some of how can I answer this? I think this can be answered by Yashwan for more clarity.
As of now, I guess IPL team is not that much concerned towards Bangladeshi players. Like they are not taking them into the consideration. So we don't know. There might be a possibility, but we don't know what it's going to really happen.
आदित्य भाई, यू आर ऑल्सो हैविंग वन क्वेश्चन. एसआरएच में कैमरन ग्रीन आएगा क्या भाई? बताओ.
Hopefully, hopefully, we'll definitely have a good all-rounder if we are going to have Cameron Green within our team.
CSK and KKR looking around the corner. No, seriously, KKR is in dire need of an all-rounder. Even CSK too needs a overseas all-rounder, in my opinion.
If
CS,
SRH gets
CSKL.
Cameron Green,
Hmm.
Yes.
yeah, yeah. If SRH gets Cameron Green, then 4 overseas will be short for them. I mean, they have Braden Cars, Ishan Malinga retained, and another guy was retained as well, Kamindu Mindis.
Yes.
So, yeah, out of those three, they can shuffle or something they can play instead of going all out for a overseas player. I would feel because Travis Head and Andre Klassen will definitely play, and Cummins is captain. So three overseas are filled. If you go all in for another 4 overseas, then you don't have any flexibility in the overseas slot. I would feel.
Yes, we have
Yes,
one thing
definitely.
about
And
Punjab
uh,
Kings, that is about Josh English. Just to clear it out, as Ricky Ponting had mentioned in his statement about the release list, that they would have definitely loved to retain English, but he mentioned that English would not be available for the majority of the tournament. So I think that is one of the reasons why they have released English, or else I think no one would see a reason why Punjab Kings would release English. So yes, that is one of the reasons they have released English, but they have very good backups as well for English in their team. As we already mentioned, they are very good all rounders, and for a keeper, they can obviously go with Prab Simran Singh as well, who's an aggressive opener. He can keep the wickets also. So yes, I think that is very much covered now. We have one more comment about Jamie Smith as well. Yes, we had seen his being very impressive in the England Test series, and his aggressive style of play as well. And one question about Rachin Ravindra. Anyone who would like to take it up?
I think I will because Rachin, former CSK player, he maybe see predictions for me where Rachin would go. The teams right now may see one thing for sure is he's not coming back to CSK. That is maybe one thing for sure that he may or may not come back to CSK. Otherwise, if I look at the retentions and the way teams they play out, not as of now. Maybe there is a high chance he may go unsold, but there's also a chance that because last no, he may or may not go unsold. That's what I feel like. Otherwise,
I am 90% sure that Rachin will be get back into CSK. That they trust their spin playing players, and Rachin has done well for them. One bad season cannot justify what he can do and what he is capable of. So I am thinking Rachin is a really good option, as he will be that spin backup as well. You are forgetting that we also discussed previously that CSK will be looking for a spin backup because they only have Noor Ahmed and Shreyash Gopal. But Rachin Ravindra can also bowl few overs if needed in the spin conditions that we many times see in Chepauk Stadium. So Rachin will be back in CSK. I am 90% sure, and will be also a good choice for RCB as well. As Sagar Bhai, they are looking for all rounders and middle order batters. So Rachin is also a really good option.
Mithil is
We
there.
have,
Mithil is there.
yeah, there is one question that highlighting Venkatesh Iyer to which team? Any prediction? I think DC or GT. So, Venkatesh Iyer,
He will go
who's
back to
in need of
KKR at a
a.
lower price.
KKR.
Yes, yes, he will go back to KKR at a lower
What
price,
about no?
costing
See,
23
even
crores. But
hmm,
around 8 to 9 or 10 years, I feel that he will be getting back into KKR. Same will be going with Moeen Ali and Russell as well.
maybe for maybe I think 23 was very too much for him last season. So if they release him now, but the owner did say that it's not the philosophy of buying, releasing players and then buying them back. They did
Sometimes
say
it
that.
happens. It even happened for CSK as well into some of the seasons. We can't predict that. If someone wants some guy, they need to go for it. Think about LSG. They got Rishabh Pant last season for 27.
Hmm.
So that's going to be a matrix. We can't say like
Hmm.
one wrong by like previously KK never done that exclusive kind of bidding and all. But they have gone for Venkatesh Iyer. Why? Because these squad got them a good cup. So that's the reason why they brought back these guys. So sometimes it do happens for any team.
Hmm. So
We have one last question that we can probably take up. Matt Short. We know he's done well for Australia. So, any views about Matt Short as a replacement for Livingston? I think yes, Matt Short can be a pretty good pick. Anyone in the panel?
It's
Yes,
RCB. You need
So
to
definitely.
agree.
coming to that Livingston.
Okay, okay.
Yes, yes,
Please.
yes, yes, bhai.
Yeah,
आप बहुत time
yeah.
से
Coming to
silent हो
that,
गए यार.
yeah. Coming to Livingstone dilemma, what I think for RCB is they need not go for a backup or replacement for Livingstone. They already have a sorted four overseas. I would feel Josh Hazelwood will definitely be. They need to get a backup for Hazelwood. Phil Short will be there. Tim David, Hazelwood, and they have to play Romario Shepard there because he has been in tremendous form in the recently, and he has also done really well for in finals also. So if they want, they can go all in for Andre Rajel because there might be chances that IPL home ground maybe for RCB can be changed to Chinnaswamy at the end moment or some other time. If it does like that, then Rajal can play 7 matches in Chinnaswamy. So we already know what can you do on those kind of pitches. So yes, that I would feel on the ground. Yes. And for the replacement of Livingstone, they have already Jacob Bethel who can play similar like that. But I don't think they need any player like Livingstone because in the finals he played because Tim David was injured and he was not available. So David also is in good form. So both David and Shepard should be there in the playing 11. That I would feel. Yeah.
Yes, so I think that is it. We will pretty much be concluding a very long live session and very good discussions about the retentions and releases of all the teams. Once again, thank you to our viewers who were there and who have joined us for this live and for the retentions and releases. And yes, we'll be back again with more content on SportsZenify. And yes, regularly we are also bringing in content
Yes.
about releases and retention. So do keep an eye on that. So yes, once again, thank you to all of our panelists for joining in. We'll meet again. Thank you and goodbye. Do subscribe to SportsZenify.
please do.